Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel At Home with Shell. So today I'll be sharing with you 4 healthy meal ideas. All of the meals that I'll be showing you are less than 500 calories per person, and if you're following Slimming World are also less than 1 syn each. If you are new to my channel, then hi, my name's Michelle and I do make quite a lot of foodie content over here. I upload all of my meal plans over on my Instagram every single week too, so I'll link that down below if you want to follow me over there. And then most evenings I will share our food that we have either on my stories, or I have recently created a food account as well called Eat Well Not Less, where I basically will share some of the meals that I'm eating and the recipes over there too. And if you have come back to my channel, then thank you very much for coming back. I know quite a lot of my regular subscribers enjoy my food type videos, so I hope you do enjoy this one. If you do, then give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you do make any of the meals that I mentioned in today's video, please let me know in the comments down below what you think, because I'm always really interested to know what people actually think of the recipes. So the first meal that I'm going to share with you today is called sausage orichette. I think that's how you say it. It's basically a pasta dish. You can use any type of pasta that you want, but I'm really loving this type of pasta at the moment. You can get it in most supermarkets too. So this dish, I use chicken sausages instead of normal sausages because they lower the calorie and syn count, but you can of course use whatever sausages that you want. Just remember to adjust the calories and syns accordingly. This dish is honestly really yummy, super easy to make, and honestly it's something that the whole family enjoy. My kids absolutely love it too. So this comes in at 1.5 syns per person and 482 calories. These are all the ingredients that you'll need to make tonight's dinner. You can use whatever sausages that you like. I'm using these Heck chicken sausages because I really like these ones. They're really tasty, gluten-free, and they are only 1 syn for 2 sausages, or they are 76 calories, so really low in calories and syns and super tasty. But you can obviously use whichever sausages that you want. Then you will also need, so I've just diced up 1 red pepper, half an onion, 3 crushed cloves of garlic. Then you will just need 1 teaspoon of mixed herbs, a pinch of chili flakes. You can obviously leave that out if you prefer. 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, a carton of pasatta. You will need about 240 ml of chicken stock, and I've just made this using a gluten-free chicken stock cube. And then lastly, some pasta. So I'm serving it with the orichette, which is really, really yummy. If you haven't tried this pasta yet, I would definitely recommend trying it. It's super nice. They sell it in all these supermarkets, but obviously you can sell it in you can serve it with any pasta that you like. And I will use 240 grams of pasta to go with this meal. Spray fry light into a frying pan and cut the sausages into bite-sized chunks, and then fry that for around 5 minutes until they start to brown. Once they've started to brown, remove them from the pan and place to one side. Spray a little bit more fry light into the pan and add the chopped onion, pepper and garlic, and then fry for around 3 to 4 minutes until it starts to soften. Once the veg has softened, add in 200 ml of chicken stock and 1 teaspoon of mixed herbs, a pinch of chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and then lastly a carton of pasatta. Give it a really good stir, bring it to the boil to simmer, and then add back in the sausages. Meanwhile, place the pasta on to cook. I'm actually having to make two types as my eldest is gluten-free. So whilst the pasta is cooking, the sauce should thicken up nicely, and then once the pasta is cooked, then you just want to strain that and mix it with the sauce. Season with a little salt and pepper, and then it's ready to serve. Next up is a vegetarian chili. I wanted to share this dish with you because I absolutely love chili. It's one of my go-to meals, super easy to make, but this is a vegetarian option. You can use mince if you like, but I used the mint-free mince that I found in Aldi, and it was honestly delicious. I didn't even tell the family that I wasn't using real mince, and no one could tell the difference and thought it was just as tasty. So definitely a really good swap if, like me, you are trying to eat slightly less meat in your diet. So this comes in at only 484 calories and 1 syn per person, and that's including the rice as well. So I'm using meat-free mince to make the chili. I just got this from Aldi. I haven't tried it before, but I thought I would because it's super low in calories and really high in protein as well. So looking forward to see what this tastes like. And then all I've done is just diced 1 onion, 1 red pepper, and then I will use a tin of chopped tomatoes and some kidney beans. And then spice wise, I just put in around a teaspoon of chili powder. Obviously you can put in less depending on how spicy you like it. Some paprika, around a teaspoon of ground cumin, and then I always add about half a teaspoon of marjoram. Then you will just need some rice to serve it with. Start off by frying the onions in some fry light for around 5 minutes until they start to soften and brown slightly. Then add in the crushed garlic and fry for around 30 seconds before adding the vegetable mince and breaking it up as you kind of put it in, and then add the diced red pepper and the spices. 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Mix these spices in well and then add in the tinned tomatoes. Put a stock pot in the tinned tomatoes tin, add a little bit of water and then add it to the chilli. Stir and then simmer that for around 10 minutes. After about 5 minutes, add the kidney beans and the marjoram. I normally add a bit of dark chocolate to my chili, but my daughter is dairy free, so I'm just going to add a teaspoon of sweetener instead. Heat the beans through for about 5 minutes, season with salt and pepper, and then it's ready to serve with rice. The next dish that I wanted to share with you is a bit of a take on an Indian roast. So it's essentially an Indian inspired tandoori chicken. So I've used chicken breast fillets, served it with some wedges, some spinach, some peas. Honestly, you need to taste it, it's really nice. You know, sometimes where you can't decide if you want a curry or a roast, try this. It's almost somewhere in between and it's absolutely delicious. So this dish, it comes in at 496 calories and is completely sin-free if you're following Slimming World. These are all the ingredients that you'll need to make tonight's dinner. So I'll start off by showing you the chicken. So I've just got a packet of chicken thigh fillets. I'm using the skinless and boneless ones. You can use boned in if you want, but I personally prefer the boneless ones. Then I'm going to marinate that in some yoghurt, some ginger. I just use the very lazy ginger, just this jar. If I have got some, then I'll use fresh ginger, but I always like to keep some of this in as well, so I'll just use a tablespoon of that. a couple of garlic cloves that I'll crush in, and then also some curry powder. You can use whichever curry powder you want. I quite like the Tikka one, but tonight I'm going to use the tandoori curry powder. Then to make the wedges, I've just got 4 baking potatoes that I'll just cube. Then I'll need a couple of teaspoons of garam masala, teaspoon of turmeric, around half a teaspoon of chili powder, and some black onion seeds. And then I've just got about 100 to 150 grams of peas here. And then I did need some spinach, but they didn't actually have any spinach. So I've just got some watercress spinach and rocket left over, which I'll just put on top of the wedges afterwards.
Start by mixing together the garlic, ginger and yoghurt with 2 tablespoons of curry powder in a bowl, and then add the chicken and place it to one side to marinate. Slice the potatoes into wedges. There is no need to peel them, and then you just want to put these on a baking tray. So mix together all of the spices. So you'll need to mix together 2 tablespoons of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and around 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and then basically sprinkle that all over the wedges. Place them in the oven at 200 degrees for around 40 minutes. Once the wedges have been cooking for about 30 minutes, fry the chicken that's coated in the yoghurt in a frying pan for around 3 minutes on each side, just to seal the chicken. Once it's sealed and started to char slightly, transfer it to an oven-proof dish and place in the oven with the wedges for the last 10 minutes of cooking. Just before the timing is up on the wedges, place the peas in a small piece of water for a couple of minutes, and then add the spinach for the last minute. To serve this, add the peas and spinach to the wedges, and then I also like to serve it with a yoghurt and mint dip, a tomato and onion chutney, and then you can also add some mango chutney on the side if you wish, but that obviously will need to be synned and calories counted for that.
Now this time of year my slow cooker is in constant use, but I do need to actually get a new one because my partner actually smashed the lid, which is annoying. So if anyone can recommend any new slow cookers, then please let me know in the description box down below, because I'm after a new one. But this recipe that I wanted to share with you is beef stroganoff cooked in the slow cooker, and honestly, it's delicious. This is one of my go-to meals if I'm at work, because I can just put all of the ingredients in the slow cooker in the morning, and then when I get home I'll just serve it with some pasta or rice or something. So this stroganoff, including the pasta that I served it with, comes in at 512 calories and is only 1 syn per serving. These are all the ingredients you will need for this meal. So you will need some lean diced beef. So I've just got a 400 gram pack. If you are making it for 4 people, I'd probably get a slightly larger pack. Then I've just got a pack of chestnut mushrooms. You can use whatever mushrooms that you like. A couple of onions, a rich beef stock pot, a couple of garlic cloves, and then the key ingredient here, which is super easy, is just a can of cream of mushroom soup, some Worcestershire sauce, sour cream, and then whatever you want to serve it with. And I'm just going to serve it with some tagliatelle.
Add 2 diced onions, the sliced mushrooms and the diced beef to the slow cooker. Season with salt and pepper and then add the can of mushroom soup. And then what I normally like to do is fill the can half with water and then also add that into the slow cooker. Next, add 2 crushed garlic cloves, the stock pot and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and give it a really good stir. Place the lid on and cook on a low setting for 7 to 8 hours. After a few hours, the beef will be so tender, so stir through 2 tablespoons of sour cream, take the lid off, and then it's ready to serve with some pasta or rice.
So they are the 4 meals that I wanted to share with you today. I really hope that you found this video useful and the meal ideas were inspiring. If you do make them, then please let me know in the comments down below. Like I've mentioned at the start, I'm always interested in your feedback and what you actually think of the meals. And hopefully this has helped you realise that you can have really tasty meals that you can feed the whole family on and also still stay on plan. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up and hopefully I will see you again next time.